All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit to Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Oh, my mama, I'ma say it again. The show is a blessing. Jita. Gratitude is the attitude. G-I-T-A. Even though we mourning, we celebrating. I know if y'all is touching my social media, and some of y'all know me, and some of y'all just know the streets, and know we just lost the real one. My nigga Young Flow, Westside Compton, Lantana Block to be exact. G-Unit Crippin' with the low since day uno. Niggas don't know what it mean to be an official member representation of your section out here already, and then do something as corny as G-Unit Crip with the low, cuz, and tack G-Unit on your skin and still be out here in these streets ever since, pushing with whatever energy you choose to have, and still be like never play with, fully accepted out here. And not only does that describe myself and a few others, but Young Flow is the epitome of that there. Like, I've been like trying to figure out how I'm gonna mention cuz on here. You know, once I start trying to tap into my love for the low cuz, that shit get all, it'd be so much content, so much shit I could include that I'm like, man, I ain't finna even do that, cuz I'ma just freestyle it like I do everything else, cuz I did load up a couple of clips, cuz, but you know, fuck cancer in the process on my mama. I ain't never really, you know, usually in the life we live, and it's typically the most often, you know, when we lose loved ones, it's like a shocking tragedy and all that, cuz it's, you know, very seldom when you basically have a loved one who get a declaration of it, basically a date. Cuz wasn't pressing and pushing it like that, but like October 19th of 2019, I believe the doctor told cuz he had like 6 months left. Cuz didn't ever say that. Cuz pushed out, talking about getting marrow transplants and things of that nature, and, you know, doing all type of things and living in his life like he had all the action in the world. He was still contributing to the program, doing so many other things that just a regular man enjoying life would do. It was one thing kind of eerie to see him begin to do was on his social media site, he started like doing a series of things. He was titling it documents, and it just seemed like, you know, in hindsight now you see, I was noticing it then too, but it's real obvious he's making a documentation, you know, of his departure, and he ain't never changed the type of nigga he was. Just like this is like this is just somewhat of dating how long me and cuz like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, give y'all idea on my mama before.
I would go to his house, we see the nigga playing with cats and type of shit, all kind of shit, dyed his hair blonde, put tongue rings in his mouth, nigga to have no tattoos, all that gang bang shit he talking about, none of that didn't exist. Now you see the nigga, he talking all this bang bang shit, so we here to expose him. We got real Compton niggas that's gonna expose this nigga. 2006, y'all know how we do, G-Unit C, baby. Yeah.
Oh, my mama, you digging eyes, and that's crazy, cause I got a picture with me. I remember right now, it's I got a picture of me, Flo, and Nip on my page, cuz, and y'all can't tell, but the homie HB, Hellboy from Grape, is like cropped out the picture. Not, you know, on nothing like that. It's just because when the homie passed, and to post the picture, Hellboy's still alive. So it meant something for me to post that picture with cuz and the Keyway Christ, cuz, and it even meant something for Hellboy to be on the picture, because Hellboy the type of nigga, cuz, who, while we moving around functioning in the streets, cuz a nigga often invite Hellboy to like the studio and places of that nature. And like we'll be all day or for some hours in the streets functioning, doing whatever we doing on some regular shit, and then tell cuz, hey, we finna shoot out here, cuz come on with you roll, pork and jump in. He like, man, I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying, I don't really wanna be in all that, like, you know what I'm saying, call me when it's on some regular street shit like this. And cuz either be in the streets or be at work. That's why that Google Gang anthem remind me of Hellboy. Cuz in jail fighting the hot one right now. Salute to my East Side Rilla, my nigga. Much love. Love you, cuz. 3 up. But anyway, that's the type of nigga flow bring in my life, right? So the nigga like this one, so that's the reputation HB had in our circle, cuz I don't want to go to no studio shit, cuz that ain't my shit. Call me on some other shit, right? So I remember this one particular day, we functioning, moving around, hitting corners, bam. And cuz like, we finna separate. And then I'm like, cuz, won't you come hop in with us, HB? He like, cuz, you already know, cuz I don't fuck with that studio shit. We like, cuz, we finna go fuck with Nip. Well, he understood we finna go with Nip, cuz, and cuz like, changed this whole mind, like, fuck that, cuz, I wanna go, cuz. So, I appreciated that so much, that, cuz this is a nigga who don't, you know what I'm saying, that he came out and he had the opportunity. Like, we've been worshiping cuz before he passed, cuz we don't give a fuck what nobody say, cuz, you know what I'm saying, and I remember cuz being in the studio and I got to play the song EC. I was playing records from Nip. I was on, turned up, and then Flo had the little camera on. I'm doing my stuffers, but the way Nipsey was sitting, I wasn't fully aware if he knew if the camera was on and all that, right? So I remember getting home and Cuz had Flo had uploaded the video of us in the studio, me playing the EC song for Nip, and you could see him there. Nip wasn't really, polished up, cuz like I ain't know if that's the type of footage he wanted. I was like, I remember going bad, like, cuz, take that shit down, cuz, whoa, why you do that, cuz, whoa. And then I remember after the homie passed, cuz, I remember thanking him and being so happy that he actually was filming and that I even had that footage. I got it right here, cuz I just want to play that, cuz I remember this is the day you'll see Hellboy on the couch next to Flo, cuz when Flo turned the camera around on his show, cuz just know that nigga Hellboy, he never wanted to go to the studio with us till he found out we was going to go be with Nipsey, cuz. And then you see Puto on the couch, cuz, my day uno. You dig a lies, that's what introduced me to Nip, cuz. It was a real intimate session. And I'm just so glad to have the footage. Thank you, Flo. And that other footage I got in Nipsey's newest studio before he passed, the latest one, it was because Puto just on his own just decided to turn that camera on. And it's real prophetic to hear him tell the white boy at the end, like, yeah, I'm always working on something. This footage is gonna be on something, you'll see. On my mama, like, ain't no telling what it's gonna be on, having no idea. Wow, on my mama.
Y'all back on the video. Really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust my enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q9-7, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil went through on that snitch jacket. Walking York with slim bag, what up big track. Gave him back they L cuz you did that. Love my looks even if we don't interact.
Wow.
Hell, my baby psychic. That's on EC.
Purchase your tracks
EC.
today.
That's EC. That's on EC. That's EC. 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never last rhymes. Sometimes feel like I die behind my rap lines. Yeah, Malibu now, we on Maui. Baby, my EC, bear me and Wowie. Kiko, EC Red. Still came with Frank, SCC, dead.
On my mama. Much love to Young Flo, Neighborhood Nip. Shout out HB and Puto. That was in the studio. On God, I remember I was playing that song for Nipsey because you hear that little tag on the beat saying, "Purchase your beats today." That nigga Nip was like, "Cuz SPI, cuz it's the type of song, cuz it's the type of song when he was like, you don't know the producer?" I'm like, "Nah, it's a beat I got off YouTube. That's some shit I wouldn't even do no more." It'd be so hard to like, by the time you get it off YouTube to lock down the beat you really fuck with. So that's how spiritual and deep it is to even be able to have that beat, because that beat was a beat I found on YouTube and didn't know who the producer was. And then she was like, "Well, I'm gonna put it like this, cause it's the type of song, cuz that even if you can't get the tag off the beat, you still put it out." I'm like, damn. So that sent me on a real hunt to track down the producer and get the beat. And I was really shocked that I was able to really lock down with the producer and purchase the beat and have it without no copyright infringements or something. A couple of times recently, some little shit been popping up. I tried to get in touch with Cuz ain't really get back. But I didn't even know who Cuz was at the time and none of that on my mama. But yeah, I don't really want to stretch it out, but I just wanted to give it up for the homie, Cuz that's how long we've been rocking, Cuz. It's crazy because just recently somebody told me they heard AD on No Jumper speaking on my relationship with one of his G homies, and I couldn't imagine him speaking on nobody, because I got a relationship that go years back with a few of his big homies, like from Suicide to Black, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure he was referring to Young Flo, because that's my dog. I love his mama, his brother, his family, cuz we been pushing, cuz fuck cancer, cuz squabbled that shit up hard though. Oh, my mama, he ain't never let his worst day be known, cuz. And, you know, it's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Cuz was so manned up about it. It reminded me of the Black Panther, the story you hear about Cuz from the Black Panther. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cuz was just like, you know what I'm saying? He was so manned up about it. You really didn't, like, feel bad for Cuz as much as you wanted to, because it was seeming like everything was going to be all right. Oh, my mama. Love, Cuz I don't know what happened when we died and none of that, bro. But, you know, they tell me all type of shit. I remember at one point in my life, I believe when we die, we either go to heaven or hell. And when I believed that, based on some things I have read and heard and visions of someone who considered herself a prophetess, I thought I had a vision of what heaven was like. And I remember I had made it my business at a time in my life when I ended up at funerals that I really cared to be at. I found myself getting up front and sharing this certain poem. I'm going to try to say it for y'all. I'm going to try to say it for Flo, cuz it was just my idea of heaven. And it was like, let's say, a breath of, I got no hair on my chest, cuz breath of fresh air tingles my two chest hairs. I noticed the grass and the sheep that rest there, and not too far there the lions are in harmony. They not even harming me. I'm walking on an ocean of glass. This can't be. 12 different fruit growing on the same tree. The birds sing a song. The angels sing along. Hard to believe up here anything could go wrong. It's never nighttime. Live up under the glow. Learn everything a man ever wanted to know. Crowns for everybody. All white gowns. Mansions for all. Gold streets through the town. I'm face to face with Peter and the rest of the crew. I saw holes in his hands. I guess it was true. I'm talking with prophets, eating with kings, blushing like a child when receiving my wings. Somebody had a heart, played the prettiest strings. Pac spoke a word, said the prettiest things. I promise. I broke bread with both my grandmamas, sat down with Flo and Uncle Thomas, Big Milk and Stranger, and the rest of the homies. When I woke up, I had to get his testimony. And I had made it accustomed to where I would say it a lot slower at the funeral, depending, it's basically on the age of the loved one. And where I put Flo name, I would place the deceased name. But I love you, cuz. I'm going to see you when I get there on the set.
Yes, sir. One more gizzo.
SPI to the rider, was blinded by the street grinding. Never mind the homework, never had a double up. I hustled up my own work. And to this day, I've been getting it with no help. There's no better feeling than depending on your own self. Money talk, you better listen when that paper speak. Mistake the streets for sweet, white sheets, they play for keeps. A father first, ex-felon trying to feed his seeds. I'm compensated for the fact I chose to keep it G. Stuck to the script all the while watching weenies win. I'm a child of God, but every day I seem to sin. Your reputation be the reason that they shoot you down. Judging from my past, but I'm living in the future now. Dollars addictive, gotta have my daily dose. Multiple hustles, I focus on what pay me most. Fear no man, he breathe like me, he can bleed. But we can leave that beef behind and breathe some peace, I believe.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be up to get it, so I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just minding up the business. I get it how I live it, so I live it how I get it.
I'll probably get no awards, no mention on the leaderboards. But take me to war, I promise you gon' need the Lord. Worldwide traveler, Los Angeles to Singapore. Sure, I can show her things she never seen before. Bump the horn and knock down the walls of Jericho. We pay them no mind, the laws call us terrible. Delilah had Samson, Eve made Adam fall. I ended up with none, y'all, trying to have them all. I go and get it, ain't with it, trying to wait it out. I laid it out, contemplated it, and weighed it out. Touched $1 million in my trap before I played it out. Faded out before they came and raided. Yep, I made it out. Tell them follow my footsteps, already laid the route. Nothing fake about me, no faith, who was they to doubt? Play me close, I'm supposed to pop that derriere. Promote the peace, but I take my pistol everywhere.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, so I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the business. I get it how I live it,
Y'all
so I
seen it.
live it how I get it.
Y'all seen it, seemed like Satan threw everything he had at me. Still standing, ain't understanding how y'all could be mad at me. Patience, push-ups, prayer on a healthy kick. Paint the perfect picture, me rolling, no selfie stick. Basically Baymacking, bonafide businessman. Religion don't define him better than his decisions can. Prodigal prophet, ain't worth half the price. Purchase, paid for after death, it's the afterlife, my future.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, so I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas, I'm just lining up the business. I get it how I live it.
Snakewood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.